Welcome. You've just tapped into one of those really niche internet dramas that are really difficult to explain to other people in the real world. For starters, it involves a guy named Bowblax, which I know sounds like workout equipment, but he's a YouTuber who's known for archiving other people's tweets and videos. And if I were to try to summarize this, basically, he's lied to a lot of his friends about having a mental health diagnosis, tried to guilt someone on Twitter into deleting a tweet that they made about him, secretly recorded a call with another YouTuber who was trying to help him out and give him advice to later do a bully stream on him. He even took a shot at me. Oh, he made it personal. That's right, I'm gonna be sharing some of my personal feelings in this as well. The details of it all are honestly so tacky that I felt it would be worth editing down my live stream into a more cohesive video, so this is the very beginning of the downfall of Bowblax. When I saw this stuff, it was really confusing from the start. From my perspective, this began with Alex Gakmo called out Bowblax, or didn't even call him out, right? He just screenshotted Bowblax tweeting out, "Non-binary people are badass and valid, by the way." Oh, okay. Like, thanks for the PSA. Like, what? It's so random. What's even funny, what makes this funny, is not Tom saying, "Thank God you chimed in," you know, it's just like whatever. Is Josh going, "Okay, bro, I just wanted to say something I was thinking," like tweeting, "I love pineapple on pizza. I'm not trying to virtue signal. Sucks that I can't compliment something." Dude, non-binary people are not things, but anyways. "Without it becoming a big deal because it's politically and socially divisive." Wait, what? Wait, non-binary people are socially divisive? Dog, you working against yourself or something. Anyway, and then Tom just says, "Praise Skibbity or perish." So he's not taking it seriously, obviously. And Bowblax is. Then I don't know if Bowblax is trying to be like clever or something, but he replies, "I don't know why you felt the need to chime in and call it cringe like that. I'm just trying to be nice and express a genuine thought that I had." And apparently, I guess he had to stop because his little sister is trans. And also, he ended up deleting all the tweets. Tom got him to delete the tweets about non-binary people being valid and badass. That's unfortunate. Someone said, "He's talking about his sister, isn't he?" And Bowblax says, "Yep." So his sister inspired him to say that non-binary people are badass, and Tom got him to change his mind, or just, I guess he perished. I don't know. But anyways, so that happened in July 21st. And fast forward to September 8th, right? Alex says, "Nuke time." A month or so ago, Bowblax went on a schizo rampage in my DMs, begging me to delete the tweet, and I'm quote tweeting here, so the ones I just showed you. After I obviously stood my ground, he got super aggressive. When that didn't work, he just started rambling in my DMs until I stopped responding. LMFAO. Okay, so let's see what the exhibit here is. "Can you please delete the tweets? Sorry to ask, but I've legit had a mental break. Sorry for the trouble. I know it sounds gay, but it's kind of weird to say something sounds gay when you want someone to delete tweets about trans people." Okay, I don't know. This is just, all of it is, because we have to keep in mind, right? Like, before I ever spoke with Bowblax ever, like my first ever interaction to who he was literally him screen recording and reposting the argument between Nicholas Diorio and Rebzilla on my live show. As soon as I finished my live stream that night, that was already up on Bowblax's archiving channel. I was like, oh, who even is Bowblax, right? I didn't know who Bowblax was at that point. I didn't know who he was. And then that's like, okay. Like, I was gonna clip that and put it on my own channel, but thanks. So again, not only does he have like a whole channel, Bowblax, dedicated to Twitterverses where he screenshots people. Many times people will delete those tweets, but he obviously like archives it for Twitterverses. But he also has a channel where he archives people's videos or moments that might be embarrassing for someone, right? That particular moment was, you could argue very well that it was a little embarrassing for Rebzilla. He doesn't want his own stuff archived. He says, "I do need a mental refresh and I'm gonna touch grass for a week. I'd appreciate if you could do that for me so I can leave for a bit without this stress over me." As if like this Alex Gakmo guy, 1,000 followers guy, is like his counselor. They're just goofy tweets. I don't think it's that deep. And Bowblax says, "I'm asking for a favor, not an opinion. No offense." Dude, it's okay. What? No offense, but I don't care what you think, dude. Like, what, dude? Like, Jesus. I swear I don't tell you to do it anymore. I know it's frustrating and not a big deal for most people, but I just like this thing in particular to be taken down. Sorry for being weird. And then he replies to some message from Alex Gakmo in the past saying, "You're good, man, but if you're ever going through some ish, just let me know and I'll chill. I hope everything is fine with your sister." I don't know if Bowblax uses his sister as some like recurring theme or what there, right? So he brings it back to redeem his like, "Yo, you remember this one time? Also, you said you'd be chill if I'm going through shit. I'm going through shit." So Alex says, "You can take that attitude and go kick Matt Jarbo's boulders. My tweets are literally screenshots of what you said on Twitter. I don't know why it's bothering you so much, but you should figure that out and fix before someone meaner than me starts picking up on this shit and blows it up to a king of nothing or tipster level. Petty and retarded tweets like mine shouldn't bother you like that." And Bowblax says, "So you just lied when you said you'd delete shit about me if I said I was going through it? You can't just do that and expect me to respect you." Holy shit, dude, what, dude? The thing is, Bowblax like kind of holds himself at a pedestal, you know, like he always kind of has. It's kind of funny. Let's see, and he says, oh, whoa, okay. This next line from Bowblax says, "Also, I said no offense, you fucking pussy." What the fuck, dude? Jesus. Asking for a favor and then raging like that is crazy. And then Alex Gakmo says, "The context was blah, 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 and censored, and you were already getting ass blasted by the rest of the internet, so I felt fine deleting my shit. Comparing that shit to me posting screenshots of you having a funny overreaction to Tom is completely dishonest. Look in the effing mirror, bro. You're asking a 1,000 follower Twitter account to take down 3 tweets about shit you said so you can rest easy at night." And Bowblax says, "Is this worse than that situation, but I really don't want to have..." Oh, I think he's trying to say this is worse than that situation, but I don't really want to have to share details to prove it. Okay, this is something I always say. If someone has excessive like spelling or grammatical errors, they are very emotional at that point. So I believe in Bowblax is going through something here. "All I'm asking for is a favor. Sorry for being overly aggressive. As I said earlier, I had a mental break today from other stuff in my life and I'm not well, so just please delete it and forget this happened." Bro, WTF. He's like wanted to do the Men in Black like flash. Okay, and this is like September 8th, and you know, Alex was pissed. He's like, "Next time Bowblax fires up a Tipster bully stream, I want you to keep in mind that he has no principles and only dislikes Tipster because Tipster was mean to him." Bowblax acts exactly like Tipster and King of Nothing LMFAO. Things do get to him. He's a ticking time bomb. I didn't even really plan to post the DMs, but I've had people come to me saying they heard through the grapevine that something happened. I never told anyone before that, so Bowblax was clearly talking about it behind the scenes. So Bowblax was talking about these DMs. Maybe he was talking about how they bother him. And I guess like thought it was like clever, right? So this is one of the things that besides this whole interaction, it confused me that Bowblax thought it was like an own on Alex Gakmo to post slightly more context to the DMs, and I don't have access to Bowblax's account, but you can see a few more tweets here. Bowblax is saying, "Sorry for snapping at you. I'm just not myself right now. You can leave the tweets up if you want, but yeah, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this DM convo. And I'm not being crazy because of the tweet. It's because of..." I guess eventually Bowblax said you can leave the tweets up. Anyway, gosh, that took a lot longer to get through. Ah, jeez, what's up, chat? So the main takeaway though is Bowblax using his mental health as a shield. It feels a little bit manipulative, right? To like just like, hey, can you take this down? And then not only is he using his mental health, right, but he's also saying like, yo, back here you said you would do me a solid. Where's my solid, right? Like it's kind of like double manipulation right there. And then like putting pressure, cursing him out, saying like, "You expect me to respect you?" Like that's such a weird line. And that's like a key word, right? Manipulative. Like that's like a key word that'll come up a little bit later. The next thing here was this clip over here by Queeman says, "Nicholas Diorio publicly insults best friend Sonic Twitter versus Josh for being a pathetic estrogenic loser." Jeez, what kind of... "Shocked and saddened by this huge betrayal. I will be watching every Bowblax stream to show solidarity and support." So let's play this.
So yeah, that's the King of Nothing update. I think Sonic Josh tried to run defense for it, and he's like, well, actually, this own gets kind of ruined when you notice that King of Nothing has double the likes, and it's like, my video has more likes.
If you haven't seen this, it's essentially a Smaggle tweet. Smaggle's pointing out how Nick was able to achieve the same or similar amount of views as King of Nothing, but then for some reason, Josh is like, yeah, well, actually, if you do notice that King of Nothing does have more likes, but I think it was like a Nick live stream. So it's like live streams don't typically get as much likes interactions as videos. That's kind of known. By the way, like the stream, guys, like it up, come on. But it was just kind of weird. It's kind of weird for Bowblax to go at this, right? Because it's obviously just like unnecessary. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, this is kind of, I've never heard Nick publicly talk about Bowblax like this.
My video has tons of likes. It's like, it's so obvious he's just parroting again. Listen, I get it. Josh likes to both sides, like every controversy or whatever, just to try to like check in and make sure everyone knows their friends and stuff. But we all know whichever one of us slights you first, you're going to spend the next 6 months on stream talking shit about. So why don't we just speed that process up a little bit? I don't know.
And earlier today, we found out that things were actually brewing up between Nick and Bowblax. So it's not as out of nowhere as it seemed for me as a spectator, right? But I was like, what the hell? Like, where the fuck did this come from? Like, Nick is just saying, bro, just please, just fucking step on my toes. Please, please, I dare you. Come for me, bro. You know, like, he's like, damn, what the fuck? You know, at first I was almost like, is it because he's trying to get in the way, pull a fucking... I don't know, pull a Piccolo in front of Gohan or something? I don't know. Sorry, that's not the best example.
I don't know. What are we running defense for him on Twitter and telling me everything he says in private, or what are we doing here? What side are we on? Are we picking a side?
Ask you nice enough?
I don't know.
So he's saying that like he's hearing things from Bowblax about this guy, and like, why are you playing both sides here? Because it sounds like Bowblax is kind of like awkwardly giving King of Nothing a point. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, he's talking crap about King of Nothing to Nick.
I don't know.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
I don't know. I don't respect it.
So after this, Nick and Bowblax call into Chudlogic stream, and Bowblax gets milked some more.
Okay, milk me. Make me a lolcow. What's up?
We want to know all about the mental breakdown.
Hinting that the mental health he described in Gekmo's DMs was related to childhood stuff.
So what do you want to know about specifically?
What was it about?
Caused it?
What was it about? Yeah.
It's about childhood trauma and abuse.
Oh,
cool.
bro, can we not? Queeman, please. We don't need to get into that, dude.
Now, do you want to keep going in? I mean, you can milk
No,
me,
yeah,
but-
I would love to hear.
Oh, fucking Christ.
That happened, and I guess at one point, Bowblax portrayed that as if he was asked by Nick to get on it.
I feel like this is important context. Nick asked me to come on the stream. I didn't even know they were streaming.
And did seem like Nick kind of warned him, like maybe it's not the best idea, and Bowblax was like, I guess I'm feeling kind of better. Whatever, it did not turn out well, because this YouTuber actually, there's one I'm on his Twitter, Queeman, is a big Bowblax hater, and he got on the call and he like went in.
If you have any critiques, I'm open to hear it.
So we won't be getting any news about you soon then, Bowblax, no? Those two things weren't related. The trans people are heckin' valid and the mental breakdown. No,
Can you stop being vague? Can you just get at what do you think? Like, I went
I
crazy because
I don't want to see you in the dress, Bowblax. I don't want to see you in the dress, okay, Bowblax?
Yeah, that's what you're getting at.
So he's getting milked by Chudlogic, and then Lerix joins in to milk him. Lerix, another YouTuber, live streamer. He's doing a few streams, and you know, I'm watching these. I've been watching Lerix before Bowblax, all right? I want to be clear. So Lerix makes a point that Bowblax has a tendency to make excuses when he gets into drama instead of owning up.
That's the whole thing. It's not related. The super personal thing is that he's using it as an excuse to Alex and a reasoning for him to say, hey, Alex, you know, I'm going through this thing right now, bro. Can you please, you know, show me some sympathy? And it's just cancer, manipulative.
And one of the streams that was reviewed was the time that Bowblax and Nick had an argument over Bowblax copyright striking a channel that reposted Bowblax's Black Lives Matter racist song.
He was not taking any accountability in this fucking stream.
Lerix was critical and felt Bowblax was manipulative, not drama.
I don't even know why this conversation had to be brought up in a Mario stream. Bro, you...
And now he's using it to his advantage. He notices he's got the higher ground from crying, and now he's trying to win the conversation now from this advantage. I don't even know why you had to do this on this stream, bro. It's kind of fucked up for you to do this in the first place. That is so manipulative.
After this live stream, Bowblax messages Lerix and tells him he didn't like the criticism. Lerix offers to have a call with Bowblax on Discord and offer advice as to why people are mad at him. So Bowblax decides to record the call. It's hard to read that without laughing. I guess thinking he can get a gotcha, and then he wanted to bully Lerix on a live stream. So he sent the call to several commentary YouTubers, thinking that he looked good in this call, which if you've heard the call, you know that Lerix is just trying to give him advice, just give Bowblax good advice, like wish him well. There was no ill intent behind Lerix. Some of the people that he sent the call to was Smaggle, who is like co-host for Lerix's show. Another person is Toastify, who like does not like Bowblax. And he tells Lerix. So Lerix is just like confused, like what? Why, right? Which rightfully so. Why did Bowblax record it? But like Lerix is like, okay, but this is kind of like a bridge burning action. I'm ready to go in. And I don't know, I guess I have some sort of meeting where Nick or somebody advises like, look, just give Bowblax a week. Because apparently also, this is the weirdest part that I think I just heard just today. Bowblax said that he recorded this call so he could do a stream about this call next year in 2025.
So what you just listened to is a version of this call that I would have used for a potential Lerix bully stream like in 2025.
That just sounds so tacky. You tell me you had some like 40 chess move to like record someone and actively plan to do a stream or video about it in a year's time? Huh? It just doesn't make any sense. I can't even relate it to anything else because that's like the most unique thing I think I've heard as far as like commentary dramas.
He told everyone that Lerix was mean to him, so he was recording to fucking defend himself. But when he gave us the call, that I don't think he was planning on giving us this quickly, he forgot that it included the part where he was ringing.
Yeah. Yep.
So he just straight up lied, meaning that he started recording before they even started talking. Yeah, so he just completely lied to us again.
Yeah, because I heard that, but I thought maybe I had a different copy of the call, but no, so...
No, that was he just handed us the call where the phone was ringing. It's just like, this is so crazy, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
Right, so according to Nick, he also told people that he started recording the call at a point where Lerix was being mean to him. So he was like, wanted to get us insurance, I guess, kind of thing. Except if you heard the call, you can clearly hear... He actually started recording as soon as he started ringing him. And you can hear Bowblax breathing, by the way. It's like...
It's just this.
15 seconds of ringing.
Dude, we're playing it in full.
Yo, what's...
It's nuts. But how did the call leak in the first place? Well, Bowblax tweeted out a screenshot of himself sending the link to the call with Lerix to Toastify. First of all, why? Why did he tweet it? It was literally just a screenshot of himself having a conversation with this YouTuber Toastify, and it just shows him sending a link, and it shows like the link spelled out. Very confusing why he leaked his own call. But basically, I guess Nick's mission was like, let him be a warrior, right? Like, let's see if he'll actually like wait a week or wait his... I guess Bowblax's plan was to wait until 2025 to do a stream on this call, and he couldn't wait 24 hours. The call happened on 9/11. On 9/12, it was revealed. And everybody told him it was a bad idea. He sent it around to like Nick and Xylee and other people, and they told him don't leak it, but he did it anyways. So Lerix finds out that he was recorded and is told what's going on, but doesn't plan on mentioning it until he saw Bowblax's tweet leaking it.
Oh, did he already show the link? Oh, he already showed the link.
Seeing that tweet essentially gave Lerix the go-ahead to play the call on his live stream. The call was very long and boring. There's nothing that makes Lerix look bad. I really don't get what Bowblax is thinking. There's just a couple parts that I want to go through. Let's see, 237, 18. This is probably the most important part of the call.
So you don't think I'm an evil I'm glad you said that, but like that's what I thought in the stream to an extent, even though you were saying like, oh, I want to be cool with Bowblax, I hope he doesn't unfollow or whatever, because it's like, you're calling me manipulative. That like, to me, calling me manipulative or a liar is like calling me like, is like pretty bad. It's like, it's basically like as bad as he can be without like breaking the law, I suppose.
So, did you guys catch that? Bowblax said that being called manipulative is basically as bad as you can be without breaking the law. Huh? Oh, wait, we need a moment to process that. I don't know. Do I need to explain this? I feel like I don't. To describe a person or someone or something, an action as manipulative, isn't equating a criminal act or even similar to a criminal act, Bowblax, because everyone's manipulative. Literally, everybody's manipulative. Everybody does manipulative things. If you look at the definition, it's just, to influence or control something for personal kind of your own personal gain or your aim, right? Like, you could convince someone to do something for you. It's not that deep. Or it could be considered, depending on how you do it, right? It could be positive or negative. It doesn't always have to be negative connotation, but this is how touch sensitive Bowblax is. And honestly, like, even the stuff we saw earlier from Alex Giacomo, I thought that was kind of manipulative, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, he was being kind of manipulative towards Alex Giacomo to try to get his way, obviously. But like, it's not the end of the world. Like, I personally wouldn't consider that as bad as you can be without committing a crime. That's crazy. So the other thing that I want to get to is honestly the reason that I decided, fudge it, let's do this live stream. Because I was satisfied just, watching along. I didn't mind just being a spectator, because this has been going on for like 4 or 5 days. But then this happened, and I was like, why, Bowblax? Why?
There was one more thing I really wanted to say, but it's like kind of in the like excuse-ish category. It's not something I'd say publicly. What was?
Okay, so something that he wanted to say, but it's not something that he wants to say publicly, even though he's recording this with intent to share it around and live stream about it, right? When Lerix saw this, it said it had 19 views. I mean, I don't know if 18 other people saw it or they just watched a couple times, but at least, I think at least like 6 people saw it even before Lerix. Either way, this could imply that if he did plan on live stream about it, I heard that he edited some parts of the call out. So I don't know if this next part was edited out of the call, but check out what he says.
Was it? It's like in relation to the something about the. Oh yeah. It's about Edwin.
Edwin? Me?
So I did a whole retrospective on the Let Me Speak thing like 2 years ago, and I explained over-explained my thoughts. Whatever. It's full of excuses. You can watch if you want. Whatever. But I did it with Edwin, and Edwin was agreeing with me the whole time. Then I saw Edwin in your chat agreeing with you, even though it counteracts exactly what he was saying to me in call in that stream 2 years ago. So Edwin's a little snake.
Okay, first off, I have a lot to say, right? But the most obvious thing is how ironic it is to call me a snake while actively snaking Lerix. Okay, that's the first thing.
He'll flip-flop whenever. So yeah, that's all I want to say.
I'll flip-flop whenever. So he's acting all sly here, acting like he's giving Lerix a warning not to trust me. I get that's the vibe. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's like the vibe. I feel like he's telling, watch out for Edwin, right? And the irony is loaded, and I've not been keeping up with Bowblax since we stopped being friends, but this YouTuber Toastify sure has. Let's see, in this clip, he lists a bunch of dramas that Bowblax has flip-flopped on, apparently.
He goes and calls, was it Chip or Dipple, like a freak with something that's not true, and then he has to walk it back. He calls Destiny
So, Chip or Dipple, he had to walk it back.
Pedophile of a joke screenshot, and he has to walk it back.
Destiny, he had to walk it back.
He tries to defend King of Nothing, then he's going to walk it back.
King of Nothing, walk it back.
He tries to, go at Pokemon and say she's like a sexual in her shorts, when then he has to walk it back.
Pokemon, walk it back. That's like 4 so far.
And it's like, in these things, he never apologizes to the person directly. He just apologizes to the audience and makes all these excuses. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm sorry. This is just because of my grudge and stuff. And it's like, no, motherfucker. Take your accountability. Say, okay. I fucked up and I'm wrong. But you won't say that.
Yeah, and I think at this point it goes to show it's not only just impulse control. It's malicious. He recorded this call with like that intent.
So maybe Bowbie's just projecting, right? Let's address him calling me a snake, because just because we're easily proving that he is obviously the flip-flopper and he's projecting doesn't mean that maybe he has a point, right? I'm not trying to bury his accusation that I'm a flip-flopping, right? Let's listen to it again.
So I did a whole retrospective on the Let Me Speak thing like 2 years ago. And I explained over-explained my thoughts, whatever. It's full of excuses. You can watch if you want, whatever. But I did it with Edwin, and Edwin was agreeing with me the whole time. Then I saw Edwin in your chat agreeing with you, even though it counteracts exactly what he was saying to me in call in that stream 2 years ago. So Edwin's a little snake.
Okay, so he makes a claim. He accuses me of agreeing with Bowblax, but then agreeing with Lerix, which counteracted what Bowblax said or something like that. So he's calling me a flip-flopper, right? First of all, without even knowing what the hell's going on, if we want to just be blind, right? Opinions evolve over 2 years, but that's not even the case, right? Because what is Bowblax even referring to? I have no idea. I have no idea what he's referring to. I don't know what he's saying that I agreed with him on 2 years ago, but I don't even need to know because I didn't agree with Lerix on anything. Like, we didn't agree with anything. I don't doubt that I was agreeable with Bowblax 2 years ago because we were friends. So like, yeah, why wouldn't I, right? But to say that I'm a snake because I am now agreeing with Lerix is crazy, considering the only thing that I typed in Lerix's chat is this. I said, LMAO, the situation was too intense for me not to play corn. I'm a little behind on the stream. And this is the part.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, why the fuck are they playing? Who's playing blind in the background, dude?
Would you say that?
When he said that, right, I was like a little behind on the stream and I was like watching at 1.25x speed or something like that. And I typed LMAO. Like, it was such an intense situation. And, you know, I don't know when I met Augie and Bowblax and Nick, but like, I feel like I was still fairly fresh to their dynamics, and I was really amused. And I mean, even if you watch the old RFC streams and everything, like, I was always like the comic relief. I didn't take shit seriously. It was fun. I liked the way that they argued. I didn't realize how serious they were when they were arguing until Bowblax was crying at the end of the stream, and I was like, whoa. And you know, you hear like Flamenco going, "Are you okay, buddy? Is everything good?" And I was like, I was confused, right? So like, at first, you hear me going, "Oh shit, guys, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. This is about to be the fucking fight of the century," right? Like, you hear me joking around. And then all of a sudden, you just hear me quiet. And I was playing corn, but I was like, suddenly when I'm like playing corn to my phone, this is awkward as hell, right? Like, like, I'm just quiet. I didn't type anything else in Lerix's chat. So it's crazy that Bowblax says that I flip-flopped because I typed this. That's literally all I said. I hear Bowbie take a pot shot and I'm like, what? Why? And I reminded Lerix the next day when he was streaming about it, what I said. I sent him that screenshot. I was like, dude, this is all I said in your chat. And he's like, oh yeah, I remember that. And what happens next is gonna blow your mind, guys. Because Bowblax saw my chat.
So we got Edwin chiming in to address the allegations from Bowblax. LMAO, the situation was too intense for me to not play blind by corn. I'm a little behind on the stream. Oh yeah, I remember. Bowblax was saying, dude, Edwin's a fucking snake for like being in your chat, like agreeing with you at the same time. Mind you, this is the type of shit that Edwin was saying, which is just, I don't know, kind of makes it funny.
He was watching Lerix's stream, and he used that as an opportunity to respond to Lerix's stream as a clapback against Lerix and Toastify. And this is the tweet. Check this out. Bowblax said, throwback to the Edwin stream where he agreed with me for Boobas. Lerix and Toastify just auto believes everything that is posted in chat, LOL. Again, what are you talking about, Bowblax? Can you be more specific? Because there's nothing more annoying than people being vague. Like, Edwin agrees with me. Agrees with you on what? And what did I agree with Lerix on? I feel like he was trying to use me being disliked in the community, right? Like, Nicholas Diorio calls me weird and annoying, right? He's trying to use those, he's trying to capitalize on those, like, Nick shit on Edwin, let's fucking remember that, right? So therefore, Edwin is unreliable. To shit on Lerix and Toastify, huh? Then Toastify says this very valid criticism. Bowblax gets called out for recording a private call, leaking, and planning to streaming it for content. And his first response is to go back at the Boobas shit with Edwin. I mean, seriously, you're being called out for bigger things here. And your main response is like, wow, you guys really trust Edwin? Lol, oh my God. Like, and it's crazy. Okay, the conflicting part too for me is that, like, I was cool with all these guys for like 2 years or so. I don't remember exactly how long we were cool for, right? But like, we were cool. And honestly, like, a lot of the thing that fucked me up in the beginning of last year is how they all turned without even checking privately. I was like, what the fuck? But especially out of all of them, Bowblax was the most unhinged, like illogically unhinged. Weird. He would say the tackiest shit. So I feel like he was trying to say I'm not credible and use me to downplay Lerix and Toastify's opinions, but bro, I didn't offer any opinion on the DMCA shit in Lerix's stream. What are you talking about? Take off your Edwin hatred tinted glasses. Okay, let's see. And then Toastify did another tweet. Grudges are, yes, so that's actually what I was trying to hint at, that Bowblax is like really grudgeful. Like, he's had this grudge for me. Like, dude, what the hell? And this is the second time that I've literally mentioned Bowblax in a live stream this year. Literally once last year, because I did a stream with Nick and, you know, he brought him up. And even then, if you watch the stream that I did with Nick, I still really walked around shit. I was very reserved. I was very anxious. I'm not like I am today, right? Like now you ask me whatever about anything, whatever, Olivia, Bowblax, whatever, right? Like I'll be more candid. But I was very like fucking traumatized last year. So I was like very closed up. I feel like I was such a nice guy, whatever, right? So it's annoying, right? Because like if I went through all the DMs that I had with Bowblax, like at the beginning of right before our little friendship breakup, like it would paint him in a way worse light. And also Olivia. So like I never did that. Like I took big hits. I don't want to sound like Nick here, but bro, challenge me on that. He's been using his fucking mental health against people. That's what he did to me in fucking private, dude. And anyways, so yeah, I feel like I took hits. I never responded to Bowblax because like the way that he like talked to me in private was like, I feel like I was like, had my hands tied. I'm like, okay, well, my little gay nice guy attitude, like I don't like, I'm not quite like Nick. I don't like fucking assassinating people like that, like, you know, I have like affinity with, right? But anyways, Toastify says, grudges are above anything for Bowblax. He'll get on it and accuse you of being a pedophile like he did with Destiny, or being a deviant like he did with Chipple Dipple. What a name. Or sexualizing yourself and lying like you did with Pokemon. Then comes the inevitable fire chat walk back. I don't know about all these beefs. I think I know about the Pokemon one, but I do know that Bowblax can be grudgeful. Towards me, like I said, for sure. Bowblax, I meant it, okay, and I still mean it, okay? This is a genuine apology. Not that he's watching, right? He said he's taking a break. He's not consuming any content made about him. But I am sorry. And I was sorry originally, and I am sorry. I didn't know how serious you felt about Olivia. Everything I told you, when I showed you text from her where she showed me examples of how you like didn't show any interest, and I had no idea that you thought you were dating her. For real, that is crazy to me. So I'm sorry that I played any part in leading you to believe that you had a chance with her. Okay, sorry, I'm not trying to phrase that poorly, really. I'm not, but like, I am sorry. I genuinely, that whole thing with Zali was a joke. Like, I didn't know that you took it that seriously. I really didn't. So I'm sorry that I cucked you, like people say, right? I am. And I am also sorry that I didn't defend you against Salvo. I wasn't even friends with Salvo at that point when he, you know, it was you in the call and also Nick and Salvo, right? And he came at you, you know, called you like hyper autistic or whatever he said, right? I was awkward. I had like a gavel sound effect, like, okay, bro, chill, check it in. Sure, I could have done more, but like also not to make an excuse, right? Not to pull a Bowblax, but like the thing that I liked about the commentary community when I was like ingrained in it was that people kind of fought their own battles. Like literally the DMCA one with the Boo Boss was that it was me, Augie, Flamenco, you and Nick. And the three of us, we just spectated you and Nick going at it. We didn't really intervene really at all, none of us. We just kind of like, what, right? So I always kind of viewed live stream feuds and stuff in that way. And I can see that obviously for my show, it was my bad. And I should have said, yo, Salvo, put the brakes, right? Because literally the next day or so, I had a call with Bowblax, and he was essentially telling me that like the way that Salvo treated him was as if I was to be calling a black person the N-word. And Bowblax kept repeating the N-word hard. I was like, damn, okay, I get it, bro. Salvo called you the N-word in autism. Sorry. And then like he forgave me and everything was cool. And I think this was like in October. So it didn't really upset me when he brought it back up in my New Year's live stream, because I was like, huh? Like why at like 1 a.m? Like I'm already drunk and like you're bringing up old shit that like you already forgave me for and everything was cool. Like he like literally tweeted out a clip of and edited the parts out where I did try to say something. He edited the parts of me trying to say something, made it seem like I just like watched and let Salvo bully him, right? And that like really soured my mood. So I was like, what the fuck? So I don't know if I talked some shit, right? Whatever. I haven't really reviewed that live stream, but like a lot of people gave me shit about that last year. But that's kind of the context. I was like, dude, why is Bowblax bringing up old shit? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Suddenly, it's like he wanted me to apologize publicly. I'm like, okay, well, I have no issue, but the way you're bringing it up in a tweet is so weird. So I don't know. I feel like I think Nick brought that up in the interview thing last year, and I probably answered shittily, so hopefully that's better explained. I figured this stream would be a better way to get some shit out of my system here. Let's see. What else did I have here? Oh, okay. Oh my God. I had this written here. You said a lot of insane shit about me And to still casually lie, dude, Bowblax, to still casually lie about me over something so small is so weird, Bowblax. You literally just lied that I'm a flip-flopper because I agreed with you 2 years ago and I agree with Lerix now. That is such a weird thing to lie about because you're not even being specific and it's not even true, even on that vague level. But like, you know, maybe the audience is the Edwin hater type that Bowblax was trying to appeal to. But even Nick, I wrote this before Nick did his nuclear live stream, but now that Augie is gone, was one of Bowblax's best friends said this, and I actually didn't even end up pulling up the clip or whatever, where Bowblax is one of the most vindictive people he's known. All right, guys. My mouth is dry. I need a palate cleanser. I don't really get all the tipster kind of A-logging that much, but sometimes I'm like, I can't be mad at it, right? So Nick tweeted a screenshot of a tipster tweet, and tipster says, why do I do this? So let's look at this. Tipster has 3 stream decks. I can't feel as bad for tipster anymore when he literally takes the time to put faces that make fun of him. He took the time to put, let's see, who can we find here? Who do we spy here, chat? So there's Keemstar over here on the right one. There's the Among Us. I can't tell who this guy is. Oh, there's a Bowblax right here. Another Bowblax over here. Oh, it's Kristen Ark is even in here. Oh, here's me, and then next to me is Augie, and I think there's another Augie right there, and then Salvo over here. Where's Nick? There's gotta be a Nick in here. TurkeyTom. Like, what is? I don't understand. I want to say that I don't understand people A-logging you that much, but you make it real hard, bro. Because this is weird. This is. But this is a palate cleanser, guys. I guess sometimes I kind of get it. Did we discuss the time Edwin and Salvo were advertising Bowblax's plushies? Well, yeah, exactly. Okay, that's the thing too. Bowblax brought up this thing that he was apparently still bitter for the time that Salvo bullied him on stream, even though he came on the Salvo and Edwin stream that we did at Salvo's place, and he literally said, I love you guys. Like he came on our stream and said, I love you guys. Bowblax literally in middle December said that I love you guys to me and Salvo. You know, because we helped him sell like over 50 plushies. Like in October, Salvo was harsh at Bowblax. Now, again, I acknowledge that I handled it wrong, but like we hashed it out. Oh no, I think it might have been November actually. It might have been November, right? We literally hashed it out, and Bowblax publicly acknowledges that he loves us and he appreciates what we did for him. We helped him reach his level, or his goal rather.
Thank you, Edwin. Thank you, Salvo, for championing this recovery in such a joyful and entertaining way. I love hanging out on the stream with you guys. Wow. Super fun.
All right, let's see. Let's get back to let's get out of the palate cleanser.
Your stream, there was fun parts to it. I mean, you're a good streamer, so but I just didn't like the coverage of Let Me Speak stuff. But again, it wasn't like a full video. I'd be mad at you if it was like a full edited video.
Bowblax acknowledges that people say off the cuff tacky things during live streams. Definitely, you know, he does. That aren't necessarily meant 100%. You know, he should know. If you guys don't believe that Bowblax says crazy shit about me that's not true and it's extremely hyperbolic and weird, insane, right? Like a lot of people did that last year, but Bowblax like another level. But like the way that Bowblax said that edited videos should be more researched and whatever, it's like, dude, even Bowblax's edited videos about me are stupid. And please, Bowblax, challenge me on this, dude. Hey, now that you're exiled, you join me in the exile, right? Challenge me on it, bro. We're on the same level now, right? We're both in the exile. Any of your bullshit fucking videos that you did on me that are edited, the video Edwin doesn't want you to see, it's all fucking bullshit, dude. It's stupid. But like, you know, again, I didn't want to spend any time fucking responding to you because what would it do for me? Everybody was against me and you were still whatever. But now that we're on the same level, every video that you did on me, dude, could you defend it? Because please say yes and I'll go revisit and I'll show you how fucking full of shit you are and you're a piece of lying shit. Okay, see, oh no, I don't want to sound like that. Sorry. I don't want to get carried away. It's just that part of Bowblax bothers me because like, why? That's the thing that I think he needs to work on the most. Like he's so vindictive and like grudgeful and he'll just lie on people. That is so true. That criticism is so true. Anyways, the stuff that he says in public is one thing, but the stuff that he says in private is even worse. Ladies and gentlemen, I have this example of Bowblax from a private group chat. And this is his private group chat from last year. This is around the time that Zali falsely accused me of sexual assault. It was insane. If you guys don't know about it, well, it happened and it was crazy because I guess right afterwards, Dead on Dave, rest in peace, had a serious talk with her and told her like, what did you do? You gotta like take that down, whatever. And Keemstar here is saying Dead on Dave just gave this moron the biggest out ever. Keemstar is so fucking tacky, dude. If you trust Keemstar, this is just crazier. But anyways, Bowblax says, true, I don't know what Dave was even talking about in a tweet, but this overcorrection on whatever Xylee said is giving these retards an edge. Good thing nobody listens to them anymore, but still. And hey, Bowblax was right. Nobody really listened to me last year. This is what I mean. This is why it felt pointless to respond to any of the BS that Bowblax was saying. And again, this is why I think that he relies on this idea, this notion that nobody listens to me. That's why I think that he used me as a pin against Lerix and Toastify, because he probably still believes that to be true. And maybe to some degree it is, right? But regardless, like, it's crazy that he wants a false sexual allegation against me to be out just so I look worse. And Keemstar says, Dave is so dumb for even tweeting that. If he disagrees with Xylee and talks to her in private, why is he tweeting, hey guys, Xylee admits she's wrong? And Bowblax says, the case against Edwin and Salvo is rock solid. I don't know why he would publicly cause doubt on the opposition, especially when nobody even knows Xylee did anything wrong in her stream. It's like apologizing to EDP for stepping on his toes while you catch him grooming kids. Bowblax, again, actually, Bowblax, before you try to defend any other bullshit that you've ever said about me, defend this one. The case against me, the case that Xylee owned up to a mistake that I sexually assaulted someone, which by the way was a consensual foot massage, right? What is this rock solid shit? Because it sounds like he doesn't even know the full story. I don't think he really cares to know all the details. He just wanted me to have a false accusation, which is so disgusting. That's so fucking gross. I really don't like revisiting this bullshit from last year, right? Because it's one thing that like these people I used to be friendly with turned against me, but to see the way they conspired against me, it's still kind of like hurt, like makes me feel so icky. I'm like, ugh. So, I don't know if I could do a whole stream reviewing everything. It's just so weird and disgusting. Like, then Keemstar says, I talked to Chris. Apparently Dave thinks Xylee went too far because she said it was SA, but it basically was. So again, Bowblax is not, credit what credit is due, right? Bowblax is not the only nuclear idiot in the group chat. Keemstar is very similar. It's just that, to go against Keemstar, it takes a lot more effort. So like, one of these days, but like Keemstar was in the same fucking vein. Keemstar is very grudgeful as well. Like I think that's known. For whatever reason, I think he just hated me by proxy because of Salvo, which I think happened with a lot of people, to be honest. Right, but anyways, keep in mind, I'm the snake, right? Bowblax called me the snake, even though here he is trying to manufacture or boost false sexual allegations against me. And a lot of people, when I eventually made my video against Babs, right? People were like, what took you so long? I was like, dude, my mental health was in the shitter, right? Which is ironic because a lot of people tell Bowblax, like, dude, take a break. It's like, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to take a break because I was so affected. And the first thing that I wanted to address was obviously the more thing that affected me to the core. Like this crazy woman lying repeatedly and casually alluding and making sexual weird allegations and shit that idiots like fucking Bowblax and Keemstar would just eat up. So let's see, I have written here, I've made mistakes and I know I hurt your feelings, Bowblax, but I fucking apologize to you. You've never apologized for shit. All this shit, and I could go on for more examples of Bowblax has fucking gone crazy on me for, but like, whatever. I'm not trying to do that. But like, would he ever apologize? No. He still to this day, the fact that he still to this day relies on bullshit. Like, dog, no. I'm not as weak as I was last year, dog. Nah, dude. You're in the exile. At least I don't have the low cow gene, right? As they call it. I don't have that. Like Bowblax does. I already said this earlier. You became vindictive, and since I'm no longer liked in the community, nobody has to take you up on the wild shit you've said about me. There were horrible things said, spread, and planned against me in that group chat in particular, not just by Bowblax. I honestly don't enjoy digging back to anything related to last year. It greatly affected me that former friends were ganging up against me without ever hearing me out. And even weirder to see the behind the scenes chatter of it being the actual intention, like they intended to do it, It's unfortunate that this kind of thing happens over large misunderstandings. Bowblax and I were cool online for a couple years. I've only made this live stream because he slighted me even after all this fucking time. There's so much Bowblax content going on right now that I could literally go on for hours more, literally. I just hope he understands where this is all coming from and takes a break, because I know how things, I was obviously being nice, sentimental Edwin here. I know how intense things like this can feel. And now the other palette cleanser from Nick. Alright, Bowblax joining the exile. Yeah, we're just exiled from the community. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything more serious than that shit. Welcome to the exile, Bowblax, welcome. Honestly, okay, I will say something. Since writing this, I watched Nick's live stream on Bowblax, and Nick kind of convinced me to not like Bowblax, you know, because I have here, like, sincerely wish you the best, but I don't even know if I can say that anymore, you know? Like, I can't say the things that I wrote here anymore because, dude, apparently, okay, I'm gonna get to the updates from today, because again, I wrote this yesterday, Friday night. Nick went live, and he said that he got into some crazy argument where Bowblax was sending like 80 messages per one of Nick's messages. It was driving Nick crazy because he was like setting up his office and shit. And let me see. He tweeted one example of one of the messages that he got from Bowblax. Let's see. Destiny is not cool. He is not my friend. I hate him. Tipster. I hate as a meme. Hate Destiny. He is Vival. He is not my friend. Everyone but you knows this. Bowblax was sending unhinged messages like repeatedly apparently towards Nick. And this is like I think in July. So throughout July and August, I guess they were like kind of having some weird tension. This was like enough for Nick to just cut Bowblax off. You know, but then Bowblax came up with a story that the reason why he was behaving the way he was because he was actually diagnosed with a mental disorder. And he even sent Nick a picture of a hospital bracelet. So Nick is like, all right, motherfucker, I'll let this one slide. But what the hell? I think at some point during this whole thing too, he asked Nick if he could borrow 2,000 Canadian dollars to pay his rent or mortgage, whatever, for his house. Bowblax bought a house and he has a Tesla, and now he's asking a fellow YouTuber for rent money after like fighting him? So I get it. It's deeper for Nick, right? I get it. It makes sense for Nick. But the bigger twist, like weeks later or something, Bowblax came back to Nick and was like, dude, so I had a girlfriend, and honestly, I don't even think I have mental disorder. Yeah, I don't actually think that. I think she convinced me that I have mental disorder. Yeah, I don't have BPD. Nick is like, what? What? So I think that's like the crazy weird nuke. Anything can be magnified, but a locale doesn't adjust but doubles down on foolish takes or behavior. If they're informed or called out on wrongdoing, they don't change, they get worse. Yeah, that's a good point. So, you know, a lot of people have been calling Bowblax a locale, and he's done a lot of locale behavior. However, now that he's got the label, or he's being called out into the extreme, I think what will really solidify the whole actual locale label will be how he reacts next, right? Yeah, Edwin from the future here. Bowblax did not react well, and the story continues in my next upload, part 2. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Maybe you already saw the live stream in full, but I hope you guys really do appreciate the live stream edits. You know, they're cut down, smoother, include the best and most relevant parts. Make sure you like up the video if you enjoyed it. Keep an eye out for the part 2, and then part 3. That's right, we got a trilogy coming for you. I've been feeling more motivated, you know? It's good. All right, see you in the next one.